Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I've been wanting to make a series of videos for a while now. Unfortunately, I haven't had the necessary hardware to do that. Now I have recently built a new computer, and I shall link the specs and the parts list in the video description. This playthrough will be on the hardest gameplay difficulty, and I'm doing this because I played through a number of times on the standard difficulty and it's time for a real challenge. I have a few ideas of how I'm going to go about it, but we're just going to jump straight in and see how this goes.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Now, Oblivion is starting to show its age a little bit graphically. It's still a brilliant looking game. It was a phenomenal looking game when it was first released. But what's timeless is the theme tune and the audio of the game. It's just fantastic. So, I'm going to go ahead and create our character. I think I'm going to play a Nord. Nice and straightforward. I'll do a little bit of housekeeping here. I'm not too worried about what the character looks like. Not going to spend too much time looking at his face. That's fine. Looking a little bit like Sean Bean there, but whatever. Let's get this dialogue out of the way.
My, you're a big one. A Nord, I guess, right? So strong. But you can't bend steel, can you, boy? You can't do anything to get out of here. And those big muscles? They're going to waste away. When the end comes, you won't even have the strength to cry for your mother. That's right. You're going to die in here. You hear me, Nord? You're going to die in here. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Okay, I'm going to preempt this next bit a little bit and just go over into the corner. I think I might also drop the game music volume down very slightly.
No, they're dead. I know it.
My job right now is to get you to safety. What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
No sign of pursuit. Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength. Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way. Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for. So do we all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty gods?
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Uriel Septim's so not worried about his impending demise. He just clattered straight into these chains as he walked in there. There unfortunately will not be time for it to bruise. It's already pretty evident, but I am playing the completely vanilla version of Oblivion. It is the Steam Game of the Year edition, so there are a little bit of extra content, Shivering Isles, horse armor, the usual stuff, but graphically and in terms of the user interface, it is the vanilla game.
Captain Reno?
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
On this difficulty, there was really no benefit to getting involved in that fight whatsoever.
Back now. Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here. They won't be there.
See what we can find in here. There's usually a couple of potions. Beautiful. Let's healing on 1, sorcery on 2. We'll grab Reno's katana as well.
Don't try to follow us.
If we can see that somewhere. Sometimes it's left on her, other times she's disarmed. I've been talking too much now and the rats have arrived. So there aren't many safe spots in Oblivion, but I should be able to make a bit of a stand from up here. So, as you can see, even the rats are not trivial on this difficulty level at all. A little bit of mana regeneration here. Might just check these bodies. I don't really want to use my potion at this point. So there we go. On this difficulty, the combat can be very challenging. I'm still looking for the katana here. I could just be blind. I'm not overly worried. The combat is... there we go. It's hiding at the bottom of the step. The combat is somewhat unbalanced in Oblivion, especially at the start of the game. Depending a little bit on what race you choose, but in general, the melee and the ranged can be a little bit weaker, and the magic is somewhat overpowered at the start of the game. With regard to playing through on the hardest difficulty, the magic is somewhat overpowered. I'm going to regret falling down there. Okay, I will just take the potions here, otherwise you'll be watching me wait for the blue bar to fill. So yeah, magic is the way to go for the first few levels, at least for the caves. At least for the caves and the sewers. In terms of doing the most damage. Although I will be picking up the bow over by that skeleton and using range as much as possible, and that will become quite possibly my primary method of combat throughout this playthrough. I'll explain a little bit more about how I intend to play it, but when playing on the highest difficulty you do need to leverage some of the things you may potentially ignore on a standard playthrough, things like poisons, and applying that to projectiles is a really effective way of taking down enemies, because the poison damage is not affected by the difficulty setting. So I think we've dealt with the rat in this room inadvertently. Pick everything up in there, chuck the iron armor on, keep the hood. I'm going to keep the torch off for a second. Don't know why I checked that lock so many times. It's pretty evident I could have done it straight off, but there we go. What have we got in here? Chameleon flashbolt, fairly standard. Another sorcery potion. Okay, brilliant. Well, I'm going to leave that first video there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please press the like button if you'd like to see more. Subscribe to my channel and join me in the next episode where we continue through the caves and now into the sewers. Thank you. Bye bye.